text structures. What are they? It's how information in a passage is organized. So yes, that would be important information to write down. Organized being the key word here. Okay, there are 6 common patterns that we'll talk about. Chronological, cause and effect, compare and contrast, problem and solution, sequence and process, spatial and descriptive. So like I said, you don't need to write this whole list just yet, because we'll talk about them all individually. And none of these should really be new to you. You've seen probably all of these before. So the first one, chronological, now that is something that you will need to write. It's information organized in order of time. By definition, the base word chrono means time. And then the logic means order. So that should help you remember chronological means in order of time. An example of chronological order in a paragraph. Three events that happened over time. Jack and Jill ran up to the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown. Jill came tumbling after. All stories are told chronologically. Okay? If it's a story, it's in chronological order. Okay, the next one is cause and effect. Can we turn this way, please? Thank you. Stay that way, please. Make sure you're getting this down. Cause and effect is an action, and its results are explained. Cause being the action, the results would be the effect. Can you unplug, please? Thank you. A cause is students did not learn the material. The effect, they performed poorly on the test. Yeah.
Or anything else you have documentation on.
Okay. Can I bring it at the end of class or not?
I think she wants it right now. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Forgetting. I'll be alone if I can do it. And thank you again for printing these for us.
Didn't keep it as often as we did. There's 1 week. Because he was so sporadically
I
here.
understand.
I know I have another one. I don't know what I did with it. I thought I had another one.
Have to let you put your name on it for me. Since they all look alike, I don't even know we did it for different classrooms. Thank you so much.
I'm sure I have another one somewhere. Okay, don't confuse chronological with chronological. Because the cause and effect, it won't have a beginning, a middle, and end like a chronological ordered text would. time wouldn't progress much in a cause and effect text. Compare and contrast is the next one. It tells how things are similar or different. For example, apples and oranges. Have some similarities, like they're both fruits, they both have a skin, and they're different because people don't eat orange skins. Oranges have more juice. So that would be a compare and contrast. Compare would be the alike part, contrast would be the difference. Problem and solution. It's when you have a problem and an answer is suggested. For example, a property is being spray painted. The solution, you might require a license to buy spray paint. Don't confuse with cause and effect. It is presented as a problem. And I would say more of like a, could be used in persuasive writing as well. The next one is sequence, and that's process writing. Information is listed step by step. It explains how you do something or how it happens. When would you see something listed step by step? Javier?
And like a guide to do something like building a house, like
Okay.
ensuring that all
Absolutely. Jonna?
Recipes,
A recipe. What else here?
how to draw something.
Okay, maybe how to draw something.
Building a monkey bar playground thingy.
Okay. Anytime you have a set of instructions, yes. Instructions, recipes, manuals, those are all sequence. Don't confuse this with chronological. Okay, there's a difference. It does not occur at a specific time. Okay, like a chronological would. This is just do it in this order. You could do it at any point in time, right? Okay, the last one is spatial descriptive writing. Okay, so if you've never heard the word spatial before, I'm not trying to say special and just mispronouncing it. This is spatial. And racial is to race as spatial is to space. Okay, so you're taking space and making it into an adjective, basically. Okay, so you're talking about space is what you're talking about. It describes something in order of its space. You can describe how something looks. Time would not pass in this type of a text. And here's an example. Of trying to show what's in a space. You could describe this room spatially from side to side. You could start at the door and work your way that way. You could describe it front to back. You could describe it top to bottom. Okay? But it would be in order of the space. Like if you were describing your bedroom, you know, think about where you would start. Maybe you would start at the door, maybe you would start at your closet, but you would describe the order of your space. And it would just be what is there, not over time. Okay, so some tips to identify each one. Ask yourself, what is the author doing in this paragraph? And then put it in your own words. Okay, so write that down. Tips to identify. What's the author doing? Is the author trying to show what's in a space, a cause and effect, a problem and a solution? Or maybe the writer is trying to show what happened over time. Or giving you a step-by-step process. Also, we'll talk about some graphic organizers that you can use to help you figure out what type of passage you have. And if it fits into the graphic organizer, then it would probably be that type of writing. Also, and this one's big, look for signal words. We're going to give you a handout that has those signal words on them. Oops, sorry. There you go. Okay. That's pretty much the end of the notes at that point. Okay? Let's look at some practice passages. So you're going to read it. Look at how the text is organized. It's going to be one of those 6 types of organizational structures. And then write your answer. Okay, first, let's do the, let's give out the chart. And you can use this chart to help you figure out the structures. Okay. All right, here is your passage. Take a look at this. Feel free to use your chart. Think about what the author's trying to do. And then look for signal words to help you figure out what structure this is and then write it down. Common structures. You see the word however. What else do you see, Jonna? Whereas. You see whereas. Okay. What do those however and whereas, what do those suggest to you? Do you see those listed on the side anywhere? With what? With what, Andrea? Okay, compare and contrast. Is that what this passage is doing? What is being compared and contrasted? Ben? Football and baseball, right. good. So yeah, this is compare and contrast. Okay, you gonna try another one? Of course you do. Okay, the magic blanket. All right, again, think about what the author's trying to do. Look for clue words. Use your chart. Question or answer?
Is it,
Ooh.
chronological,
How'd you know?
because it's doing it in order.
Of what?
In order.
What does chrono mean?
Time.
Time. Yes. So what were some words that stood out to you that showed you it's in order of time? What did you see, Colton? At first. What else?
1 day.
1 day. What else? Anything else? Okay, Austin? Another than 1 day. There it is. Okay. All right, good. Next one. I think. I'm trying.
Is that real?
Is what real?
Jack story?
I don't know.
Was
It's magic.
a myth? I wish.
Okay, look at this one. What is this one doing, Dylan?
It's like giving instructions, whatever.
Okay, which one of those structures would give instruction? Yeah, the sequence. What words in the passage are signal words to you, or clue words to let you know that it's a sequence of events? Or yeah.
The first thing.
Yes. Here you go. The first thing. What else, Brian?
When you are done.
Okay, excellent. That is here. Any others, Nicole?
As important.
Say again.
As important.
As I don't think that's part of the telling you where the sequence lies. Like the first thing, and then when you're done, that tells you at what point and what step to do those. But as important, not so much. Are there any other words that would tell you when to do something in that process? You see anything, Reese? Maybe not. Okay. All right. Next one. All right, try this. Mm-hmm. Hunter, what do you think? Okay. What is the cause here? What do you see as the cause, Bryce?
The students aren't being teach effectively.
Okay. Anything else? Caitlin?
I think it would be problem solution because they're getting bad grades on tests and they need to take like a study group
How can you tell that that would be problem solution and not cause and effect?
because they have a problem and they're going to fix it down
What is the solution?
to have study groups at night and in the morning before the test.
Okay. So do we see the difference between cause and effect and problem and solution? What do y'all think? Do you agree that this is problem solution or do you think it's cause and effect?
Problem solution.
Okay. Okay, we're going to